Does it say recording?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Hey, Dave. How are you? I'm Drew McCarty with Gartner. Nice to finally meet you.
Hey, Drew. It's nice to meet you too. It's been good seeing you over the email. Not good to put a name to the face. So.
Yeah. I happen to notice you have a big Cleveland Browns flag in your background. You a big Browns fan?
Oh yeah. Pretty hardcore fan, but I was a little sad when they traded Isaac Rochelle to the Raiders.
Yeah, very understandable. That was hard for all of us Browns fans. I'm a fan myself. As much as I would like to talk about the Browns all day long, I do want to be respectful of your time. Is 10 minutes, around 10 minutes still okay for our meeting today?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, well, I just want to dive into our agenda. I want to go over your goals that you have for the upcoming year, the challenges you may be having in accomplishing those goals, what your role is and the role of your team, and then any solutions Gartner may have to expedite the process of achieving those goals. Is there anything else you'd like to add to that today?
Not much other than, being a new business owner. I'm a little unfamiliar with the market, so trying to make the right decision for the right cost.
Absolutely. I will add that to our agenda. We can definitely touch on that. So before we get started, I just want to delve a little deeper. Who is all involved in the decision-making process when buying a new product or service for your company?
Yeah, so primarily myself, since I've just taken over. I don't have a big team or anything, so I'm gonna need to expand kind of there and see if any of my analysts kind of have any other decision advice going towards this. So I don't think I can make a decision today. I'm gonna need to talk it over with some of the guys that are currently here still. So.
Is there any chance any of them can sit in on this meeting today?
Not today. I'm working from home in the office here.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So can you tell me what kind of goals does Dimes a Dozen have for the upcoming months, years? What kind of things are you guys looking at?
Yeah, so we're trying to find some new ways to bring in more customers and expand who we can reach to. We have kind of hit a dry spell in relation to, the same customers, but they're not needing our services all the time. So we need to find something that has more of a revolving door. So that way people are constantly coming in to get our services.
Okay, and can you tell me more about this dry spell? What seems to be the problem? Why have you been coming up short here?
We don't exactly know where we're trying to target our customer base to. So, like in our advertising campaigns, we're just kind of directing to the same market that we have been. And I'm not really sure where to expand next into because I'm new here with my taking over from my uncle recently. Not a lot of room for error here, but we're trying to find a product or service that kind of alleviates any like bumps along the way. Since we are a chain, we need to kind of constantly market and be able to report big numbers back to the franchise manager.
Okay. All right. And so what kind of research are you currently using to help guide your decision-making process on these advertising campaigns and where you said you're not really sure where to target your customer market? How have you been making these decisions? What research have you been basing all your current knowledge off of?
Yeah, so I was digging through the office and I was looking at some old reports and I was going off of that stuff and kind of any like survey information we've gotten from current customers, but it's kind of old there. And I've tried looking on the internet, but I'm a little skeptical based off of like, you can't trust anything you read on the internet anymore. So right. I'm finding a lot of biased information about, with these influencer trends, people are just like not given like the best foot forward in terms of telling the truth about these sponsored products or businesses. So
okay, and so that's proven to be an issue because you've been using this old information or in addition, this biased information, and it's not really producing the results you're seeking. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you also said you're new to the role. How new are you?
Yeah, about 6 months in, and it's not going too well because we've gone through 2 fiscal quarters now, and our projections when I took over were not great and have kind of been steadily declining. So if we don't do something soon, we're going to go out of business.
Okay. And so obviously how soon down the road, what happens if you can't solve these issues of old biased information and your lack of experience? What happens to you and your company a couple weeks from now, or like even a month from now? Is that the go out of business point, or that where you have to start having cutbacks?
Not quite in like the next month, but definitely within the next 5 years. If we don't do something, we'll have to file for bankruptcy because with these small business startup loans, we've been able to back some of our failed attempts at implementing new market strategies and keep afloat barely.
Okay, so how much is this costing you daily, not having the customer base you need and not being able to produce the results you want through accurate information or experience or whatever it is that you need? How much is it costing you?
Yeah, I want to say we need to be bringing in at least like what 25 grand every month in terms of overturning every week with driving people to come use our services and products. And we're only performing at about say like 10 to 15 grand a month, so we're losing a lot of money that we're going to have to play catch up on.
Okay. So do you have a timeline that you would like to see this fixed and begin turning, obviously just breaking even or turning profits? Do you have a timeline where this is like an absolute necessity it needs to be fixed by, or anything along those lines?
Yeah, absolutely. So I know nothing's going to change overnight. So I would say we could give it at least a year, maybe to turn upside, but I would like to see results as soon as like the next quarter or the next 2 quarters in the fiscal year.
Okay. So I just want to summarize what I've picked up so far. You're having a dry spell with customers due to, you're not sure where to target your marketing campaigns, and you're not sure where to target your marketing campaigns because you have old information, biased information, and you're new to the role. So this is new for you as the chief marketing officer. It's been a tough go. And you're losing about $10,000 to $15,000 every month because of these things. Is there anything I'm missing or anything else that I need to know?
No, I think that's pretty much it. We just need help, like ASAP. We need a solution, and we need to grow that client base.
Okay, so if I had a product or service that would solve these issues exponentially, would you be interested in hearing about it today?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hear what you got.
All right, well, Gartner is a company that focuses on 3 core components: research and technology, Gartner conferences, and contract negotiations. Today, I'm going to focus on the research component. We provide unbiased research that has been thoroughly analyzed by our over 2,000 expert analysts who can give you the information you need overnight. Does that sound like something that would alleviate this dry spell and this old and biased information?
Yeah, absolutely. The whole overnight aspect is definitely interesting to hear.
And our over 2,000 analysts are around the world. They have had expertise and experience with many different types of businesses, and they know different markets, and they know how to respond because they've been there and they've done that before. Does that sound like something that would be beneficial to you?
Yeah, it would.
Okay. Well, based on these things, I think we should, I know I want to be respectful of your time because we agreed to around 10 minutes. I think we should set up a meeting for next Tuesday at 3 o'clock with your other analysts so we can delve into this further and really show you how Gartner can solve all these problems for you. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm still a little concerned about, since we haven't really talked pricing yet. Is that going to be something I'm going to be a little scared of seeing, or how
So,
do you?
so if I'm hearing you correctly, you're a little concerned that we might be a little too expensive. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, we haven't really mentioned how much this kind of a service would cost. And I mean, I know you said you had like 2,000 analysts like being able to work around the clock on this, but am I going to be able to see a return in profit on top of the already
Right,
declining business
right.
that
Now,
we
I
have?
understand that does sound a little daunting, but Gartner actually over time becomes a self-funding service because of this remarkable capability to be able to deliver results for our clients and in turn turn things around for your company. And Gartner's services will eventually fund themselves, so that should not really be a problem for any. It's never been a problem for any company we've worked with. So does that kind of alleviate your concern?
It does. It does. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get Tuesday at 3 o'clock on the calendar with you and your analysts, and I look forward to seeing you then.
All right. Great stuff. Thank you, Drew.
All right, thank you, Dave.